Hello, and welcome back to the Garden of Grace devotion. My name is Pastor Katie, and I'm one of the pastors at Trinity Lutheran Church in Lilburn, Georgia. And today I greet you with my dear friend, Laura Drake. Laura is the leader of the Southeast Gwinnett Co-op. I'm sure there's an official name like director or something like that, but Laura, I've always seen you as a leader. Using the gifts that God has given to you. And I asked Laura to join me today on the Garden Devotion because we are getting ready at Trinity for the Hunger Walk, the Atlanta Hunger Walk, and it's the 40th annual Hunger Walk, apparently. And I wanted us to hear a little bit more about what that really does. What does it mean to support the Atlanta Hunger Walk? What does it mean to support the Atlanta Community Food Bank? And Laura is somebody that can tell us about some of these things. So Laura, welcome.
Thank you. Good morning. I'm outside, so hopefully the sound isn't disturbing. So I slipped outside. We're serving today. So I slipped out here to have a little alone time to talk to you. So I'm glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yes, absolutely. So for somebody that doesn't know much about receiving food from the Atlanta Community Food Bank, I know that you have put food in the hands of people. I know that you're going to do that today. I know that you see all kinds of people from all different walks of life. Are there any stories that you can share? Is there a story that you can share perhaps about what it means to be able to serve in this way?
Sure. So we believe, obviously, food is a necessity, and it starts with food. Everything starts with food. For a child to be engaged at school, he needs to have a full tummy. For a child to go to sleep at night, a full tummy. We know that the families that we serve are living without enough resources. And because of the partnership that we have and many others in the community have with the Atlanta Community Food Bank, we as a food pantry have access to high quality, large amounts of grocery resources that then we can pass on to someone. So with that mom that's thinking, oh my gosh, I need either diapers or meat, milk, vegetables, soup, all those things. I need to feed my child, but she's living without enough resources. She has to make that choice. Do I go to the store, or do I save for my rent? So a lot of times it's just a strain and a constant stress trying to struggle and juggle to have enough each month. So we know if we can create a place here at this particular place where I'm standing in the yard of, and make it kind of like your neighborhood grocery store, where that mom can come here proactively, gather those resources for her family, keep her own money in her pocket. She can then take those resources and pay her bills with it. And that's only made possible because the Atlanta Community Food Bank is just totally awesome and really pours themselves out for us so that we can do the same for others.
Yes. And I love that one of the things that the donations from the Atlanta Community Food Bank make it possible for you to do is to allow people to choose some of their own groceries, right? Like what would be helpful in terms of meat, or this means a lot to me as someone who has food allergies. Like you're able to help. Yeah, you're able to help through those donations, help really get people what they need.
That's right. High quality. So I remember years ago, I was at a conference. They always have a conference for all of their partner agencies. And I heard something that really profoundly stuck with me, that it's expensive to shop on the outside of the grocery store. And a lot of people that are food insecure tend to go to the middle of the grocery store where the SpaghettiOs are and the ravioli is, and those things that are cheaper but are going to fill you, versus those healthier items on the outside of the grocery store where the meat is and where the bakery is and where the produce is. So it just really occurred to me that, that needs to be something that we have in our hearts for these moms and these families, that they have that desire to provide healthy options, but also to have enough to serve. The Atlanta Community Food Bank, again, is a game changer. So we go from just having enough to be able, I call it lavishing the people that we love with things that take their breath away. Today we have fresh milk. We have eggs, we have produce, we have so many things that we could not have access to on the scale that we need it, apart from our relationship with the Atlanta Community Food Bank. One thing I don't know if people realize is the Atlanta Community Food Bank exists to serve food pantries. We're considered a food pantry. So we are their customers. The public at large does not go into the food bank and get resources from them. The food bank pours itself out and exists to support food pantries so that we then in turn can be on the front lines. But we can't fight the war without the ammunition. And right now the war is raging. We're super, super busy. We're seeing numbers. We closed out last year with more folks visiting than did in 2020. So, it's just kind of crazy right now. Groceries are very expensive.
Yes.
So I could walk in the pantry right now and hold up 2 cans of carrots. One can that I got through the food bank may be 1 to 2 cents per can. The can, if it's another can that got through retail, it'd probably be 90 cents to $1. So you can just do the math to see the numbers of people that we're seeing. It literally would be impossible to serve at this magnitude without that wonderful support from the food bank.
Well, thank you so, so much, Laura. I wanted to try to just put some context to it to say, yes, every mile that you walk, every dollar that you raise, every prayer that you pray, towards this institution, it makes a difference. I want to thank you for all that you do every day.
Of course.
And
we're all in this together, girl.
Yes, ma'am. And thank you so much for your time today, Laura. I pray God's peace for you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Get out there and walk. It's good for your heart and for someone else's stomach. Okay, bye, friends.
Take care. In today's Garden of Grace devotion, you heard some information about the importance of the Atlanta Community Food Bank. The Atlanta Community Food Bank is the primary beneficiary of the Atlanta Hunger Walk. So I want to remind you of a few ways that you can support the Atlanta Hunger Walk through Trinity. This coming Sunday, we have the bake sale. You are welcome to sign up to bake something. You can even purchase something from a store that somebody else baked and bring that in if you'd like. You may also feel led to purchase something that somebody else baked. We have a lot of good bakers in this congregation. I'm just going to tell you. So you can support the Hunger Walk through the bake sale. You also can see our link in the Trinity Tidings filled with information about how to participate in the Hunger Walk. You can choose to participate financially by writing a check to Trinity Lutheran Church with Hunger Walk in the memo line. All of those funds will go directly to the Hunger Walk. You can choose to sign up for the Hunger Walk and join us in walking if you would like. You can sign up online through the link in the tidings. And then also please sign up in Hanberry Hall. Write your name down so that we know all the Trinity folks that will be walking. We are hoping to have quite a few people go down with us to the Hunger Walk on March the 10th. We'll be leaving after the second service. Just pack a lunch and we're going to drive the buses. And we're also hoping to carpool with New Mercies Church up the street. It will be a meaningful time of fellowship and also raising funds to help derail hunger. You may also decide that you want to sponsor somebody in the congregation who's walking. You can reach out to anybody who's on the board in Hanberry Hall. Each person that has signed up to walk for Trinity has their name on a caboose on the thing, the trifold in Hanberry Hall. So feel free to sponsor an individual. Most of all, I ask for your prayers for the Hunger Walk and for all the beneficiaries of it, especially the Atlanta Community Food Bank. Feel free to reach out with any questions, and I pray God's peace for you today and always. Amen.